Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ralitza and this is Readings with Rally. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you're having a fantastic day. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the collective energy for the week ahead. This is not a pick a card, it's a collective reading. And we're really going to try to take a look at what are some things that could be affecting us, both individually, but also as a collective for the week ahead. So there's nothing to pick from. This is just the type of reading where we're going to take a look at general energies for the week. So I'm going to go ahead here and tap right into the energy for the week so that I'm best able to channel. So Spirit, can you please help me to connect to the energy of the collective regarding the week ahead? As always, we wanted to say a big thank you to you for your support, for your clarity, and for your accuracy. Thank you for everything you do. Please continue to keep the collective safe, protected, and guided. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the first sentence I'm hearing is, it's like you've been made redundant. That's what I keep hearing. Some of you may find out that something you're doing has been made redundant. There could be talks about how to reduce redundancy around you. I feel like there's a little bit of a detachment energy coming forth. Some of you might be feeling a bit absent this week, disappointed, or just like you're not really like into what's happening around you. Like, you ever have those days where you feel just kind of like a little bit distracted? I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's getting moved around in your homes as well. I'm hearing take the garbage out. So there could be some energy with needing to really clean. A lot of you are really connected to your spirit team this week. And I'm also hearing higher council of light. So for many of you, I just get this energy of like really involving your higher self and your spiritual team in regards to the choices you need to make this week. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to be aware of regarding their week ahead? What does the collective need to be aware of regarding their week ahead? We have Scorpio with investigate. 8th house energy. 8th house deals with death, sex, taxes. I feel a lot of like, this one says investigate over here too. So some of you guys might be very much in this energy of investigating something here. Whenever I have a Scorpio transit taking place personally, it can end up being quite an intense time. And that's kind of the energy I'm feeling, honestly. There's a lot of like intensity coming up regarding the week ahead. Some of you may be really deciding what it is that you want to let go of. You might be looking at how it is that you can facilitate a rebirth in and of yourself. There's just a desire to break free from the limitations. Some of you could also just be dealing with a significant Scorpio person this week as well. We have Uranus with change. Interesting. I feel like collectively, we're experiencing a lot of changes. But I think when I look at this, for some of you, your own personal energy is going to be shifting quite a lot. This could deal with societies, clubs, any sort of groups that you are, dealing with as well. I have to say, from a collective energy, there could be a lot of very unexpected changes, specifically related to people, societies, radical ideas in people, revolutionary events. I'm really getting a breakdown of established structures. This is an intense combination of cards. Some of you may have already been picking up on this intuitively. Because Uranus is associated with extremes, breakdowns, and breakthroughs, and being an outsider, I feel like for many of you, you might be feeling a bit frustrated this week with other people. I suspect it's going to be quite a tumultuous week. Globally and collectively, I just have to say that. This feels very intense to me. I would expect information being leaked about sex, money, taxes, military secrets as well. I'm getting a mad scientist energy coming through too. So we might globally or collectively hear something about some kind of like experiment gone terribly wrong. Very interesting energy. What else, please, do we need to know for the collective? We have midheaven with Pinnacle in reverse. There's definitely some kind of a fall from grace energy. I think for some of you, you guys are really looking at like, what am I building here? What am I building? What do I want? Some of you may be pulling back from career, public image. You might be really double and triple checking your professional path, your social standing, checking your public persona. There's a little bit of like an upset here. I would not be surprised if there was a leader that fell from grace this week on a global scale. I don't like to predict any sort of like passings, if you know what I mean, but I could see that happening here as well. This feels like a fall from grace for sure. That Uranus aspect globally and collectively is the one I feel most like anxious about, because it literally says change. So it's kind of hard to predict sometimes with Uranus energy. What else does the collective need to know regarding the week ahead, please? We have body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. This would be a fantastic week to work with your body. This would be a fantastic week to work on clearing any sort of stagnancy within your body. I would suggest working out, moving your body, massage, even just stretching, gentle stretching, yoga. There's so many free yoga creators here, especially on YouTube. I love Yoga with Adrienne, and I'll use her every once in a while, especially when, you know, it's like, I just don't have the energy to actually attend a course. But that body work card, to me, there's definitely a need to pay close attention to your physical body this week, because it might need additional care. We have environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. We could have some sort of cataclysmic activity on the earth plane this particular week. But personally, when I tap into this just feels very grounded. So one of the things I would suggest this week, as best as you can, is to try to figure out how to ground your energy down so that you feel more calm, cool, and collected. Anything to kind of help you feel embodied this week will really pay off. So this could be taking a walk in nature, making a nourishing stew or soup, really just like putting both feet on the ground, meditating. There's lots of excellent like meditations involving, you know, trees or planting down into the core of the earth. Some of you may be feeling very impassioned or empowered around earthly matters, especially things dealing with the earth itself or animals. So this could be a big part of this week, is the defense of those vulnerable sectors. What else here? We have energy healing. Yeah, this is a good week for Reiki. I actually have a ton of people booked in next week for Reiki already, which is interesting. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. One of the things I'll say here is like, energies could wane this week. There could be a lot of up and down in terms of how you guys are feeling. I think that that's important to note, because sometimes that can really make us feel a little bit overwhelmed. I think this week you're really being asked to tune into, you know, really taking care of yourself so that you're able to take care of other people. If you don't take the time here to really tap into your own energy, it will be very difficult to extend that energy to other people, because you just won't be feeling as balanced as possible. Tell me more. We have angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Some of you are legitimately just dealing with the angelic field. You're working with angels. You feel very aligned. You're picking up on angelic energy. I feel like there's this beautiful sense of being connected to something that is larger or greater than yourself. Again, I hate to pull this to a collective level, but I wouldn't be surprised if this week there were angel sightings or sightings of other extraterrestrial beings, let's just say. But I think on a personal level, your spirit team is really asking you to work with tapping into the frequency here of the angels so that you feel more aligned and you're able to make the best steps forward for you. Not surprised to see that too, because I did hear the word council, and some of you are really working with the higher council of light this week. But there's a lot of personal support is kind of what Spirit's trying to say here. What else? We have stellar gateway activation. infinite potential, manifestation vortex. And we have Gaia gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. So we're really looking at from the earth to the heavens, right? From the earth to the galaxies. This is very, very interesting energy. I'm very curious as to what's going to happen this week. I'll have to refer back to this video. I'm going to make a note to rewatch it at the end of the week. But I have to say, some of you are really tapping into higher level galactic energy this week. Whether you're doing this on purpose or not, I'm not sure. I just think some of you here are really going through like an activation, receiving transmissions, attuning to higher frequencies, really getting a lot of clarity, psychic gifts, really coming on like full throttle. But it's interesting because with that Gaia gateway activation, it needs to work both ways, right? Like you guys have to be able to anchor into the earth in order to achieve what it is that you want. You cannot pick, because we are here on this earth, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of very interesting seismic activity, earthly activity, as well as exploration of maybe what's happening here in other planets. This is weird too, but I'm hearing some of you here are going to be very sensitive this week. Your bodies are going to be very sensitive. I'm feeling migraines, GI issues, lack of sleep or sleeping too late, really vivid dreams. It's just like going through a lot of like ascension symptoms. I've done these readings for a long time, and this is one of the most like interesting energies for the weekly readings I've picked up in a long ass time. Got to be honest here. But yeah, pay close attention to your physical body, I guess is what I want to say this week. It is going to be very, very important to be able to tap into that. Tell me more for the collective energy for the week ahead. What does the collective need to know regarding the week ahead, please? Thank you. We have 3 of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Interesting because we have the midheaven in reverse. So for some of you, I feel like you might be making a pivot decision when it comes to what you'd like to do with your career. Some of you are deciding, I don't want to do this. I'm curious to do something else, or I feel like I'm really meant to be doing a different thing altogether. There's like this energy of wanting to step into a new way of understanding and seeing yourself. This is the 3 of Pentacles energy. So there could be collaborations this week as well. You could be asked to collaborate on a different project altogether, work with somebody that you weren't expecting to work with. There's like kind of that energy coming up here, like a little bit of like needing to step outside of your comfort zone when it comes to who's around you. What else? What else, please, for the collective? We have 5 of Spring. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. This is pretty much the energy I was getting right away. I do think this week it is going to be very clear to you guys that there's like a level of annoyance with the people who are around you. You're feeling very frustrated with them. You feel like you're not really interested in talking to them. You feel kind of like stuck. I want you to know here too that this week you might find your butting heads, and this is almost meant by design, is what Spirit is saying. So there's definitely this underlying energy of really being needed to be in your own energy, and like just don't butt heads unnecessarily with people, even though I feel there could be others around you trying to get some kind of like reaction from you. The energy this week is all about not giving in to giving them that reaction. That's going to be super crucial. So I want you to really pay close attention to yourselves and to be in this energy of giving to yourself, loving yourself, being very kind to yourself, and don't let other people see that you're getting annoyed. I don't know why that's coming through. You might say something you regret this week. It could be arguments that become very like get blown out of proportion. What is the quality that is in the collective's best interest this week to cultivate? We have inspiration and we have memory. Interesting. So inspiration, this is lupine, goatweed, leafwing. Memory is forget me not, New Zealand Admiral. Something could happen here in New Zealand. It's interesting too because it's like not only are you getting inspired, but there's also like this past memory coming up. For some of you, this is actually from like other lifetimes. For some of you, this is from a galactic lifetime. But I will say that there's a lot coming up to the surface to be cleared this week. So I want you to really work actively on clearing in order to step into like the next phase of your life in terms of what you're inspired to do. I was noticing here on the bottom of the deck, we had endurance with cactus. When you think of cactuses, they can be a little bit frigid, right? Or a little bit angry, difficult to touch. So this could also be an energy that you're being asked to work on, is really opening up to inspiration, but yet being kind of protective of your own energy, if that makes sense. So this is going to be an interesting week. I'm very curious. So yes, that's what I have. I'm sending you a big hug. I hope you guys are doing well. We'll talk later. Have a great day.